So now that we have our animation budget allocator implemented for the zombie pawn, I want to go ahead and start working on some very simple other optimizations that can more or less be kind of one of those things that you just turn on, so to speak. So to start, let's go ahead and go to our zombie pawn, and we'll go to the mesh here and scroll down to the optimization category. So the two things that we want to look at are, well, actually one thing because we already enabled this one, but we want to focus on the visibility-based anim tick option. Now, by default, it is set to always tick pose. Now, always tick pose is basically the anim graph is going to be running regardless of whether or not this zombie is even on our screen. So it's going to be running its logic, but it is not going to be actually generating a pose that's being applied to the skeleton. If we go to anim tick pose and refresh bones, regardless of if the zombie's on screen, it's going to be running the anim graph and it is going to be updating the bones. Now, obviously, that is going to be the least overall efficient, so not efficient. So what we want to look at are specifically the only tick montages when not rendered and only tick pose when rendered, because we want to use both of these actually. So what only tick montages when not rendered is when the zombie is not on screen, it is not going to be taking its pose. And when I say tick pose, remember I'm referring to running the anim graph. So when it is on screen, the pose is ticking, bones are being refreshed, yada, yada, yada. So in our case, we want to only tick the montage, but only tick the pose. So run the anim graph when the montage is playing. And that's if, this only assumes the zombie's not being rendered. Reason being, we have anim notifies that need to fire off on the server. So when the zombie performs the attack montage, once it hits a certain point, an anim notify fires off. And if we had it to say only take pose when rendered, and this zombie was not being rendered on the server at the time of an attack, that, let's assume it hits a player, that player would never have any damage done to him because the server's not rendering the zombie, so it's not firing off that notify. So we want to use a mix here. So what we want is, because we do not need the montage to fire the anim notify on the client, we just simply do not care about it. What we want to do is have all the clients only tick pose when rendered. So that way we get the most optimal performance there for the clients. But because the server needs to know about, the notify happening, we need the server to run the only tick montages when not rendered. So what we're going to do is set it to only tick poses when rendered by default. And then once the component has been initialized, we can then, on the server, set it to only tick montages when not rendered. That way we should get kind of the best of both worlds. And we also want to set component uses fixed skeletal bounds to true as a default. So in our zombie pawn, let's go to the constructor. And we want to go ahead and get our mesh. And I want to just simply set this to true by default. So B component uses fixed skeletal bounds equals true. Likewise, we want the visibility-based anim tick option to equal E visibility-based anim tick option to only tick pose. So that'll be the default. This is for everybody and clients. Now for the server, we want to override the post initialize components. And if we have authority, what we want, actually, I want to move this before begin play for cleanliness because it runs before it. So if we are the server, we want to go ahead and change it to only tick montages when not rendered. So this way, on the clients, I'm going to go ahead and rebuild. So on the clients, they are never going to be taking the pose when they are not being rendered. Oh, wait, crap, I set that to always tick pose, didn't I? We want this to set to only tick pose when rendered. My bad. So on the client, they are never going to take the pose when they are not being rendered. On the server, they are only going to take the pose when they are not rendered when a montage is being performed. That's pretty much the best way I've been able to figure out how to explain this. Okay, So let's just confirm that these are the defaults, which they now are. So the next thing is it doesn't really apply to us in this case, but because mainly we were using the simple mannequin. However, if we go to it and we look at the details, I don't remember exactly what it's called. It's something with post process. Yes. So you can see the option of a post process Anim blueprint, and it's set to none. So our zombies are not running any sort of post process Anim blueprint. However, our normal mannequin, this one is, as you can see here. So what we could end up doing is, well, you can kind of see it. And we're going to end up doing this as a optimization for the players at some point. It's going to be a pretty small one, given that we're going to have, a max of 4. But we would set this Anim BP LOD threshold. So basically, if we are on LOD 0, we want this post process to run. If we are on, say, LOD 2, meaning we have, we're at some kind of distance, let's go to LOD 2. So right here is the transition point from LOD 0 to LOD 1. And right here is the transition point to LOD 2. If we are on LOD 2, we don't want to run this post process. It's just a waste of resources. So we would do something like that. But I'm going to leave that for a dedicated video. And I want to go ahead and kind of show you why. So let's just go to our locomotion right here. And I'll just do let's do a walk. So you can see when I enable and disable, it's mostly in the shoulders. So if I go to LOD 1 by default, you can still kind of see a little bit of a snap, especially if I pause it. But then by the time I get to LOD 2, so I'm right at the edge, it's kind of too far away to where you're not really going to notice. But that's just one of those things I wanted to point out. But again, because we are using the mannequin simple, we do not have to worry about this optimization for the zombie because there is no post-process running for it. So yeah, that is pretty much going to cover, well, this video. I want to keep this one pretty simple and kind of do it feature by feature as we go through. But anyways, I will see you in the next video. If you like what I'm doing and you want to help support me, you can find a link to my Patreon in the description below, where you can also get early access to this entire series.